Welcome to the Daily Energize podcast, where you'll get a jolt of energy and a quick tip to help you conquer your day. Now here's your host, the Prince of Positivity himself, Spencer Jones.
What's happening, Energizer? It is I, your host, Spencer Jones, in this episode of the Daily Energize. Thank you so much for hopping in and joining me in this episode. And if you haven't yet, if you could do me a huge favor and leave a rating and review of this show, I would really appreciate it. I know not all platforms allow it, but many do. So if you could take the 30 seconds and just leave a quick rating and review of it, I would really appreciate it, because then the platform says, hey, people are listening to this and hopefully liking it and sharing it out with others. That way we can help and impact even more lives. So if you just take the time, I really, really appreciate it. Today, I want to share a quote. It's been a couple weeks since we've done a quote, and I thought I'd share one again. I don't know, it's been maybe a month, 2 months, something like that. In any case, the quote is this. It's from Scott Adams, and it is, "Remember, there's no such thing as a small act of kindness. Every act creates a ripple with no logical end." That's such a cool quote. Let me say that quote again. It's this. Remember, there's no such thing as a small act of kindness. Every act creates a ripple with no logical end. And again, that's by Scott Adams. What a cool quote. How often are we kind? I talk about being kind all the time, right? Responding with love, being kind, showing kindness to others, to yourself. Oftentimes, at least I find myself thinking this way, maybe you feel this way too, that I feel like, it's such a small little thing of kindness, right? I'm holding the door open for someone. I'm telling someone thank you. I'm smiling at someone, or whatever it is. And there can't be big, more grandiose ways to show appreciation and kindness. Of course, right? You could do big things. But no matter the size, it has a beautiful impact and this beautiful ripple effect. And often, as I was saying, oftentimes there are smaller acts of kindness. That smile, holding the door open, being kind to someone, saying hello, being cordial. That we generally dismiss them. We generally don't think too much about those small things, like, oh, whatever, it's just how it is, right? We don't think of the impact that has. But with that quote, every act creates a ripple with no logical end. Right? Think about it. When you throw a rock into a lake or a pond or whatever, you throw that rock into the water, it creates ripples. And these ripples go on and on and on. Now, with the friction of water, those ripples go out, and depending how big that body of water is that you threw it in, they'll slowly start to fade. Right? The physical wave in the water will start to fade. But the energetic wave goes on. Everything is energy. Everything's a vibration. Right? And energy is vibration. So, everything's energy. When you are kind to someone, you're putting out this beautiful high vibration energy. And it could be a big thing, big act of kindness, or it could be a tiny act of kindness. But unlike the friction of the water, there's no friction in the energy ether, if you want to call it that. I don't know, this energy world that everything's connected in. There's no friction. It continues on endlessly. Right? So there's no logical end to it. When you are kind, the energy goes out to the world. And it's felt by that person, felt by other people. They might not consciously be aware of it, but you're putting out the positive energy to the world. And we can get all cool, sciencey, and woo-woo with all of this fun stuff, which, I love having this discussion. Earth, it has a vibrational level. If we have a scale of 1,000, and it's consciousness scale is, I believe, what it's called. I could be mistaken about that. Scale of 1,000. And it gets exponentially stronger the higher you go. And well, under the level of 200, they say is a negative place, right? Once you get to 200, that's kind of like the break-even point, and then above there, it grows exponentially positive. Down below, it gets exponentially more negative. So level of 200. Well, for many, many years, we were in the 190s. And then, was it 2007? No, I forget. Somewhere in the early 2000s, I believe, we bumped to 207. And it's the first time that we've been over 200. But what's interesting, according to that scale, is that energy is always going, right? That we're at this level of vibration as a world. When you show that act of kindness, big or small, it's adding that positive energy to the world. When we're negative, it adds the negative energy. I don't know about you. There's already enough negative energy out there that I'd rather do a positive thing. And what's cool is they've showed on that scale, talking about the power of consciousness. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, I would check out Power versus Force by Dr. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Let me see. David Hawkins. Also The Eye of the Eye. Really interesting, but also like philosophical kind of books. In any case, they showed that the power of positivity, of going higher on that scale, the higher you get, the more it undoes of the negativity. But let's not even worry about getting higher and higher in that vibration. Let's just say you add this little act of kindness. Well, guess what? That little act of kindness counteracts some of the negative stuff out there. Whether you see it, you recognize it, or anyone else sees it or recognizes it, it's counteracting it. So every small act of kindness, every act of love, of compassion, of caring, of any level, small, medium, big, ginormous, whatever, itty bitty tiny, it's making a difference. And you are changing people's lives. You are impacting the world in a positive way. There's no such thing as a small act of kindness. Every act creates a ripple with no logical end, because it keeps going and going and going. So I invite you to intentionally do some acts of kindness today. Be intentional about what you're doing. It might be a surprise to the other people, but hold the door open for someone. Buy them a cup of coffee. Look in their eyes and give them a compliment. Tell them you appreciate them. It can be anything. You don't have to spend any money. You can if you like. But spread some kindness today, tomorrow, and Saturday, or on Sunday, if you're listening to this on the Friday, right? So for the next 3 days, intentionally share kindness, at least once per day. But if you can do it multiple times, even better yet. We're putting out that positive energy to the world. So that's all I got for today. Thank you for being here and joining me. Let's go spread some love. Let's spread some kindness. All right. Have an awesome day. And until next time, I will catch you later.
Yeah.